Your daily dose of sports and fun. This is the Morning Drive Podcast from Double T 97.3, presented by Cantex Roofing and Construction.
I'm Mike Hebert, owner of Cantex Roofing and Construction. Every day is game day, and we'll get it right when it comes to your roofing, construction, windows, and mirrors. Call Cantex Roofing and Construction today. Together, we are one serving you.
He is Jamie Lent. I'm Chois Woodman. You are you, and you're fantastic. Happy Monday, everyone. It is the Morning Drive on Double T 97.3 and the Double T 97.3 mobile app. This text, well, I saw a bad game at the Rock Friday. 2 great games Saturday. Was going to the loss Sunday, but left first light because of forecast. Met the wind at Paducah and had to drive 35 to 40 the rest of the way while pulling an RV. Got safe at noon.
Yeah.
Goodness. Well, you saw some good softball at least. Well, some of it.
Saturday.
That was quite a surprise on Friday evening because I was watching baseball and I'm like, oh yeah, let me go check in on the softball score. And I check in and holy moly, was not expecting to see that the Red Raiders were getting walloped and then get run ruled in the, I guess that was the 6th? No, it was the 5th. They gave up 4 in the 5th to lose 9-0. Now, of course, they bounced back really well. They rescheduled Sunday's game to make it 2 on Saturday, and Tech run ruled both of those games. So that was interesting. Jamie, we've been... What's a bigger word than bullish? Overconfident with this softball team? I guess we don't know if it's overconfident yet.
Yeah, I was going to say.
We've had conversations of will they lose a Big 12 game? Well, okay, they did. They lost their 4th one. Will they lose another Big 12 game?
I'm going to say no.
I don't think they will because this was your biggest test. Mm-hmm. And you did lose one of them, but you still won the series. I would guess they win the rest. Now, there are some midweeks, like, oh, man, and let me look at the schedule. I can't remember if it's this week. They go to UCF this weekend, right? I believe. If that is the case, then they play at Florida State in the midweek this week.
I think that's right, Choice.
Okay. I couldn't remember if I was looking at this week or next week. Yeah, okay. They play at Stetson and at Florida State in this Florida road swing. So they'll play at Stetson tomorrow, at Florida State on Wednesday, and then 3 at UCF this weekend. Now, they could lose at Florida State, and that wouldn't be shocking, but winning the rest of the Big 12 slate, I would not be too surprised at. Are y'all both asleep? I missed Chuck on this day. I'm asleep. I'll speak for myself. It's 6 o'clock hour. Jamie's.
I'm rip-roaring, ready to go.
I can totally tell. It's amazing. Chuck was on a bender last night with the selection show, so Chuck treats the selection show Sunday like some people treat Super Bowl Sunday, and they takes off Monday afterwards. So. Isn't he one that, like, his thing, he shuts off all the phones in the house? And
Chuck shut off his phone, right? Sure. Mm-hmm. Yeah,
Didn't he used to say that with unplug the phone on certain days?
I don't know.
He was talking about, like, unplugging the phone. Yeah, like that's a little bit in the past.
My daughter couldn't find her phone yesterday. It slipped in between the couch cushions, and... For about 45 seconds, I thought she was about to just go into cardiac arrest.
Is this older or younger daughter?
Older.
Oh, okay. That's what I would have guessed.
Yes.
Would the younger one be able to survive without the phone better than the older one?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
45 seconds, huh?
I mean, just losing
full-on
it.
panic time.
Goodness.
Jay says, I can't wait until Friday. So many games. There are a ton. If you're just looking from a Texas Tech lens or through a Texas Tech lens, right now we have...
Yeah, I hate that women play at the same time as the baseball team.
I know. I hate that too. You got baseball and the women's game on Friday night. Morning is Red Raider basketball, and then softball will be Friday as well in Orlando. So quite a bit going on. The Great Gordo says, Dear Choice, how are you? I'm doing well to quite well. There is a little positive light heading into the tournament. I woke up this morning and heard two of my leaders, the great Jeff McGuire, and then was very surprised to hear the ding-dong daddy from Dumas himself on Chois Woodman broadcasting at a very high level. One guy just called me asleep, Gordo. Tech might win one game, but I think we will have a very short stay in the tourney, so just so you know. Love you. Thank you for the hockey talk that you give us. Gordo, please. P.S. Please tell Jamie that Gordo says hello.
What's up, Gordo?
I think I expect Texas Tech to win a game in the tournament. It's the NCAA tournament, though. Crazy things happen. I still think, Jamie, in there somewhere is that team that beat Iowa State in Ames. It's still the same group of guys. So the question is, can your coaching staff corral that, harness it, figure out how to revive that group? Because it is still the same group. Or is it just teams have figured out exactly how to guard you after 3 games of film without JT Toppin? I don't know. But there is a little hope in me. My expectation is that you win a game. I don't have any expectations beyond that for the men's side of things.
I'm with you. My expectation is that you will win. My expectation beyond that, I would lean towards thinking that you'll just win one.
That's kind of where I sit, but I also do hold out some hope, depending on how you look in that first game.
Whether or not you have expectation, or
sure,
doesn't mean you can't. You can have both.
Absolutely.
I expect them to lose in the second round, but I hope that they can and still feel like they have a shot if they stop playing like they have the last 2 times out.
Yeah.
I mean, I think that's our question mark, right? Here is about which Red Raider team are we going to get? Unfortunately, it's a very similar question that we have with the Lady Raiders.
Unfortunately, yeah.
Yeah.
So hopefully the week off for both teams. You don't get a full week for the men.
2 weeks for the Lady Raiders.
Yeah, I guess it is a full week for the men and 2 weeks for the Lady Raiders. Hopefully that time is good. But we'll find out coming up on Friday. This is The Morning Drive. This day in sports history next on Double T 97.3.
This is the Morning Drive podcast from Double T 97.3. Presented by Cantex Roofing and Construction.
Glad to be part of your Monday. This is The Morning Drive. You're on Double T 97.3 and the Double T 97.3 app. Choice, Jamie, and Jeff with you. And Jeff brings us this day in sports history.
1955. Very famous day in the NHL. President Clarence Campbell suspends Montreal Canadiens superstar Maurice Rocket Richard for the Richard. Excuse me, it is Richard. For the remainder of the season after he viciously attacked an opponent.
Viciously.
Oh, by the way, riots ensued in Montreal at the announcement of the suspension.
Did he stab a guy with a skate?
I will let you look up the fight that he had. It was bad.
Feels like all hits in hockey are vicious.
Sure.
This one was bad. He should have been suspended.
Are spelled like Richard?
Yep.
Okay.
1983, smallest crowd of 1,814 attend the NBA Cavaliers versus the New York Nets at Cleveland Coliseum. 1991, World Ladies Figure Skating Championship in Munich, won by Christy Yamaguchi. 2010, John Roberson scores 22 points, and Texas Tech beats Seton Hall 87-69 in the NIT. And in 2022, after 20 seasons as Fox NFL head broadcast team, Joe Buck and Troy Aikman join ESPN as the new lead commentators of Monday Night Football. I do kind of miss them on Fox. Mm-hmm. Not going to lie. I mean, we still get them, but... it is National Artichoke Hearts Day. You guys a big fan of the artichoke heart?
I am.
No, thank you.
Big one. Like, that's a great pizza topping to me.
Artichoke?
Mm-hmm.
More than pepperoni and breakfast bacon?
No, like when an alternate, going like artichoke hearts with some sun-dried tomatoes and pepperoni, whatever meat. Yeah.
Your Woodman Estates is showing.
That's good. It's the healthier side of me. It hides in there somewhere.
While eating pizza?
You know.
I mean, I make fun of myself when I get a Supreme Pizza and I'm like, hey, look, I'm eating vegetables.
Yeah.
That doesn't count. Lauren Graham is 59. Vladimir Guerrero Jr., 27. Blake Griffin, 37. Joel Embiid is 32. Victor Garber, 77. Flava Flav, 67. Brian Wilson and his beard are 44. And Rodney Peete is 60.
Does Brian Wilson still have a beard?
I don't know why he would ever shave that magnificent beast of a beard. Trim.
Upkeep.
Trim, sure, but get rid of. And on this day in 2008, Bear Stearns, the 85-year-old investment bank, narrowly avoids bankruptcy by its sale to J.P. Morgan Chase and Company at the shockingly low price of $2 per share. Bear Stearns seemed to be riding high with a stock market capitalization of the $20 billion in nearly 2007, but its increased involvement in the hedge fund business, particularly with risky mortgage-backed securities, paved the way for it to become one of the earliest casualties of the subprime mortgage crisis that led to the Great Recession. And that is this day in sports history.
There you go. Thank you, Jeff. So that's where the bear market comes from?
No.
No. This is a joke. Sorry, it didn't land. Sorry. Jamie, I'm sure... I'm sure you, among all of the sports and everything going on, you caught the Oscars yesterday, right?
Of course I did, Choice.
Did you happen to see what some of the nominees got to walk away with from the Oscars?
Well, some of them got to walk away with Oscars.
Well, very fair. Some of them got Oscars. Others got a gift bag worth $350,000. That's a nice little party favor there.
Goodness.
The funny thing is, not everyone got one. Just mostly the very important people. It's like, how do you pick and choose? Wait, what did you get in your bag over there?
Man.
This bag includes an exclusive Arctic villa getaway with Northern Lights views, a 10-day restorative reset in Sri Lanka,
Holy cow.
Art Lipo Elite Body Sculpting Liposuction. This is the most
It may be worth
Hollywood.
Yes, it may be worth $350,000, but who would actually use some of this stuff, right?
Facial rejuvenation procedures from some doctor I can't mention.
Okay.
I mean, I could mention him. I can't pronounce.
I gotcha.
A custom prenuptial agreement from celebrity divorce attorney James Sexton.
And who was it that we just heard that got
Dak. It was Dak.
It was Dak that
Yes,
just got
Dak
divorced
into
because
a
of the
fight
prenup.
with
Didn't get divorced, just didn't get married.
split up. Yeah.
Well, they were engaged and they called off the engagement.
Yeah, they called off the wedding.
And they have how many kids together?
2, and they called it off at their joint bachelorette party too. After a big old fight.
Still cheaper than divorce.
The last 2 things: high potency cannabis products
Okay. I wouldn't want the low potency one.
No. If you're going to go in on it, you want to be high. Potency. And then finally, a gold-plated cold storage cryptocurrency wallet.
Okay.
I mean, I've never read anything more Hollywood than
No doubt.
than that gift bag there. And these are the
I'll
people
take the
that,
Northern Lights trip. Could I just have that?
I figured that was the one.
That's the only one that seems even somewhat appealing.
I'll
to
take the liposuction.
me. Okay. Seems like something you do.
Whoa! These are those things, Jamie, that I can say about myself, but you...
Yeah, I mean, you're wearing purple today, so.
Hold on. This is Kansas State lavender just for Chuck, because I was sitting in this chair today.
Okay. All right.
Is that allowed?
And Clint. That'll annoy Clint, too.
Yes, I know it will.
He will really be bothered.
Every time I put this on, I'm like, Chuck and Clint will hate this, so that's why I wear it. There's truly a reason. These are the people that try to tell you what you're supposed to do and what your politics are and everything. These people that get these sorts of gift bags, that's what I find laughable, because they live on a different planet and try to tell you how things are supposed to be. They live in a totally different world. Goodness gracious, these people. No Chucky Mike dumb take of the day, I guess. Not the start of the week I was looking for. I bet I can give you something stupid.
I bet we're both capable.
Don't challenge me. Also, someone says, when the power hour hits today, remember that the kids may be listening. At least mine are in spring break. That's fair. We'll make sure. We'll make sure we make the power hour very friendly. We've already got some great stuff planned.
We do.
Which is actually nothing, because I don't think there's ever anything planned for the power hour.
Or for the morning drive.
It just happens. Well, you know. All right, we'll get back to some baseball talk, some hoops, some interesting matchups potentially in the NCAA tournament. All of the above on the way. It's the Morning Drive on Double T 97.3.
The Morning Drive podcast from Double T 97.3 is presented by Cantex Roofing and Construction.
Happy Monday to all of you who celebrate. Happy spring break. Hopefully You're not even listening to us if you are on spring break right now.
Very good point.
Hopefully you're able to sleep in a little bit.
Gentlemen, you cannot drink all day unless you start early.
Fair enough.
I don't.
But mostly kids participating in spring break, so...
Yeah, let's pass on telling them to start drinking all day.
Probably
I'm
not.
just saying, if you're going to do spring break,
But he may be
I'm-
talking to the teachers, so...
I'm also just saying,
Just don't tell everybody to drink all day. That's probably a good idea.
let's be a little bit more. I don't know. Yeah, smart.
That's Jamie. I'm Choice.
Yeah.
Jeff is the one with the advice. You can...
Terrible advice.
Okay, speaking of terrible, this minister of misinformation strikes again. I don't know who he is, but...
You're such a Texas homer.
Texas was not in the college football playoff. I totally forgot that. They were in there the year before. See, and that's why I did state it was my own research, which was poor. Replace Alabama, or Texas with Alabama. Alabama's the other team.
So Ohio State, Georgia, Alabama, and the Red Raiders.
I mean, powerhouses all together right there. So
It's good stuff.
how many of them also had a women's basketball team?
that was including
that
women's.
was all three?
That was all three. Those are the only groups that college football playoff, NCAA men's tournament, and women's tournament selections. Who of that group will continue with a College World Series appearance, or not College World Series, just a NCAA tournament for baseball appearance? Tech.
I would guess
and
Georgia.
Georgia and Tech would be the two favorites, I would think, right?
Yeah, I don't know about
I
Alabama.
don't know how they've done this year so
Yeah.
far. They're a tournament team every so often.
They had it rolling a little bit until their coach got caught cheating. Gambling, yeah.
Wasn't he part of the gambling
Yes, he was, very much
scheme that was going on?
so. But I feel like they've done all right since then.
Alabama baseball this year is a team that has gone 15-6. So they're in the mix.
Yeah.
They're right there.
They just got swept by Kentucky.
Oh, I feel so bad for them. So, what's your prediction on that? 2 of them? 2 of the 4 get through to have a College World Series team as well?
No, dog. I'm going 3.
Sorry, NCAA tournament. You're going 3? Bama?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I don't know.
They're in the SEC. They'll get the benefit of the doubt.
Fair enough. What am I thinking? Georgia has a good baseball team.
Mm-hmm.
Tech has a good baseball team. Bama, you would have said was good before this weekend before getting swept. But so, yeah, I don't have a clue what Ohio State's done this year, but they're Big Ten, so we write them off
pretty much
the same way when it comes to baseball. They get to play in a conference with Penn State. Come on.
You said something kind of important there that I don't think you realized you meant to say it.
What did I say?
Or that it was as important as it was that you said it.
I'm listening.
Choice just answered a question we've been asking all season.
Whether the Red Raiders are good enough to get to the postseason?
Whether they were a good team or not. Like, that was Jamie wrote a great article talking about it last week. You know, how good is this Red Raider baseball team? Are they worth getting back onto the bus after the last couple of seasons?
I also think we talked about going into this coming week, or this past week, not this coming week, this past week, that we'd be able to answer that question a lot better because of the competition you were playing. And we asked you to go 3-2, and you did.
Yeah, I mean, at the beginning of the week, we talked about these kind of questions, and what do you need to do to feel like you're a good team? What do you need to do to feel like you're heading in the right direction? And you talked about getting a split against a top 15 RPI team in UTSA, and we talked about winning a conference series at home against a team that was picked 4 spots higher than you in the preseason predictions, a team that only finished second because of percentage points, even though they had the most wins in the Big 12 last year in Kansas.
Mm-hmm.
You did all of those things, and it feels like, to me, I'm not nearly as excited as I should be about that. I feel like you played really good baseball for 3 days. That would be Tuesday, Wednesday, Friday, and didn't think that you played good baseball the last 2 days, even though you got a win on Saturday. And I don't, call me a homer all you want. I don't think that's who our Texas Tech pitching staff is, what we saw on Saturday and Sunday, when you gave up 9 runs and you gave up 18 runs, when you had 11 pitchers come to the mound and only one of them did not allow a run.
Yeah.
Okay? And he only faced 1 batter.
Fully realizing that both teams played in it, though, the weather had to be a factor yesterday.
Oh, I was just about to say, Kansas also sent 7 pitchers to the mound over those 2 days, and 6 of theirs gave up runs.
Yeah.
Okay? So the weather was absolutely a factor, no question. It made for, in my opinion, bad baseball. Okay? It just was not entertaining. Friday night was a really well-played, good baseball game.
Yeah.
Okay? And so you found a way to win on Saturday, and that's awesome. And that claimed you the series, and that's what you're going for.
Sure.
And if we just look at the black and white, we say, yep, you did it. You got a split with with UTSA, and you won a series against Kansas, and you should be happy about that. And I completely agree.
Choose joy, Jamie.
Completely agree.
Choose it.
But I didn't think they played very well the last 2 days. And again, like Jeff said, the weather factored into it.
It does.
It was not fun baseball to watch, as far as I'm concerned.
I get what you're talking about Saturday. I get it. But you also, and from a pitching standpoint, there's reason to be disappointed there. But how many times did you keep answering the bell offensively?
Absolutely, no question.
Over and over.
Mm-hmm,
Every time
enough.
Kansas would strike, you kept coming through. So
yeah, Saturday 100%, and I would say the same thing about Wednesday.
Right. Sure.
Felt like a game that in 2025 you don't win. You find a way to lose that game.
No question.
And you found ways to win those games, which I think is a big step forward from where you were a year ago. And so that's probably like the fourth or fifth time already this year that I've said that to myself. You lose this game last
That's
year.
because of how many times you didn't win them last year and how much that makes it stick out so much.
So I'm not trying to be negative Nancy. I am excited about 3 out of 5 was good this week. It answered some questions. Okay.
That's what Meatloaf said, right?
But if you read my article at doubleTSportsNetwork.com after last night, you have more questions now this week. Because it gets tougher again. Okay, because now can you do this kind of stuff on the road?
So now the big question, as we sit on March 16th, is Texas Tech baseball a postseason team?
Well, where we sit on March 16th, your RPI is still over 100.
Forget the RPI.
Okay.
Sorry. I'm talking about the eye test. You look at this team, you look at the rest of the Big 12, you're going to finish high enough in this league and win the games you're supposed to. Get to that, as we talked about on the Talking Baseball podcast, probably that 20-win Big 12 threshold that we're hunting for, where you feel good about it. 18, 19, 20 wins in this league. Can you do that? Are you a postseason
I
team?
don't think it's fair to ask Jamie that question right now after the 2 games he just watched.
I know. Well,
You got to pitch better.
Sure you do. But
you got to pitch better.
That has been it's been a good thing for you.
Yeah,
it was a good thing for you on Wednesday night.
You just want to see this squad get back to pitching like they have out of the bullpen. And I actually thought the starting pitching was improved this weekend.
I know. And then
it was the bullpen
that
had the struggle.
I get it.
Yeah.
I get it. All right, more from you on the Yates Flooring Center chat line. Jamie's got a question of the day next on Double T 97.3.
Your daily dose of sports and fun. This is the Morning Drive Podcast from Double T 97.3. Presented by Cantex Roofing and Construction. Jamie's question of the day on Double T 97.3 is brought to you by Connecticut of West Texas.
Alongside Jamie Lent, I'm Chois Woodman. Oh, sorry. That's your turn. I forget y'all do it.
It is
here.
my turn.
You know what? Sometimes I step into your show and forget how we run things over here.
You want to do the
Jamie's question of the day on Double T 97.3 is brought to you by Connecticut of West Texas.
All right, Choice, Jeff, and our fine listening audience. I will rattle off the 8 matchups for the Big 12 men's basketball teams in the NCAA tournament.
Okay.
And I want you to tell me how many of the teams you think are going to win. And I also, if there are any, which Big 12 teams do you think will be upset? Which one is the most likely to be upset? Of course, TCU is the, when it comes to seeding, is the underdog. Same thing for UCF, as they are 9 and 10 seeds, so they wouldn't be considered upsets.
Okay.
All right. Thursday's games, there's 3 of them. 2nd seeded Houston versus 15 seeded Idaho. BYU 6 seed against 11 seeded either NC State or Texas. And on Thursday, Ohio State versus TCU. TCU is the 9 versus the 8. Friday, number 1 Arizona, number 16 LIU, number 2 Iowa State, number 15 Tennessee State, number 4 Kansas versus 13 Cal Baptist, 5 Texas Tech versus 12 Akron, and 10 UCF versus 7 UCLA. What do you think the Big 12's record is in the first round of the NCAA tournament, and which of the higher seeds has the highest likelihood to be upset?
All right. I think, Jamie, I think just one Big 12 loss. So that would make it 7-1 in the first round.
Okay.
Yeah, I think that's where I'm sticking, because you've just got there's other leagues that can boast numbers of depth and those sorts of things. I think the Big 12 is top heavy, but it is really top heavy, and you've got some stout teams. I think the only one I would pick the Big 12 conference to lose is the UCF matchup. And I'm still on the fence about that one, too.
Okay. Most likely
Upset. Man. I think... Dang it, I hate that you're doing this because I think it is Texas Tech, I guess.
Okay.
Well, I mean, because you just look at the seed line matchups and everything else, and that's what's...
Mm-hmm.
I'm making sure I'm not overlooking one.
Oh, you've answered, Jeff.
5-3.
Oh, boy.
The upset's the Red Raiders.
Well, Jeff did say 0% chance
No.
win, right?
No.
That's on Friday.
Confidence.
Is that correct?
I said 0% confidence.
Zero.
Tell me the 3 losses that you're predicting, Jeff.
TCU, UCF, and the Red Raiders.
Eesh. You guys are Nancy negatives of epic proportions.
Oh, I'm not
today.
picking against Tech. Tech's a 7.5-point favorite. I do think you're going to win that game. I just think that's the most likely because I'm not picking any of the 2 seeds to lose. You get 2 seeds, you get a 1 seed. I'm not going to say Arizona's going to lose. Kansas is the only other one I really flirted with to Cal Baptist, but I mean it's Cal Baptist, so
Yeah, if it was the Shockers, it'd be a different story.
Can
Can I answer now?
Yeah, go.
Is that okay, Choice?
It's your question. So
Okay. I'm going to agree with Choice at 7-1. I'm also going to agree with Choice that the only loss that I have is UCF. I think the most likely higher seed to lose to a lower seed is BYU.
okay.
I mean, we just don't know what we're getting from BYU right now.
You don't even know who they're playing.
That's true. I don't feel just awesome right now about the Red Raiders, but I think they win their first round game.
Okay.
I would think BYU would be the more likely one than the Red Raiders.
So BYU will play the winner of the NC State and Texas game.
Yeah.
I don't think Texas is good right now. I think NC State's still got some power to them. And Will Wade is Will Wade. He's won a lot of games and he's won a lot of tournament games.
Do you wish that was us and we were about to match up with your boy D5?
No. Not as it sits right now. Full strength, yes. But by the way, Texas, yes, I was correct. They played in the first 4 last year too.
Okay.
They played, and I forgot about this, Xavier, which they now have their
I was
the
gonna say
coach.
they took the coach.
Sean Miller, they
Yeah.
took the coach from that because Xavier beat Texas in that game last year.
You know how you know how when you get to Omaha, everybody has their shirts claiming like that they live there, they belong there. You know, you got the Omahogs for Arkansas and all that kind of stuff. Can we make some Texas First 4 shirts? They belong there.
We own Dayton.
The Dayton Horns or something.
That would be great. I think you're really onto one right there.
We could sell them at
Dayton
Clint's
Horns?
T-shirt
Yes.
shop. Yeah.
Please. I really want this to happen. The Dayton Horns. We live in the first 4. I hate that it's making me root for Darian Williams over Texas, too. I'm not rooting. I'm just rooting for NC State over Texas, not Darian Williams. But I hate that I have to, choose a side in that one. I will be rooting for BYU. I'm not a huge conference guy, but I absolutely whoever comes out of that game, go BYU. I considered the Cougars. I think DeBonce's playing at a really high level right now.
Mm-hmm.
I think that sort of stuff in the NCAA tournament translates, and you'll see BYU win a game and maybe even 2. We'll see. Are the Red Raiders next on your list?
Yeah, probably.
The upset? Yeah. Tell us what you think. It is the morning drive. That one on Double T 97.3.
This is the Morning Drive Podcast from Double T 97.3, presented by Cantex Roofing and Construction.
Happy Monday, everyone. This is the Morning Drive. Happy Power Hour on Double T 97.3, Double T 97.3 mobile app, powered by Happy State Bank. Yours on television, Fox 34 News Now. YouTube, Fire Stick, Roku, Apple TV. Lots of different ways to take us in, however you're doing so. We thank you for making us part of your Monday morning alongside Jamie Lent. I'm Chois Woodman, in for Chuck Heinz today. Jeff McGuire across the way taking care of us.
Can I get a 10-second timeout? Just 10. That's all I need. Stars play tonight against Utah. Forgot the song. Sorry, my bad.
No. Now we're going to lose. It's on you.
Dang it. All right, continue.
Take the app anywhere with you. Even listen in if you're out in Budge, Washington.
Okay.
Sounds like needs to be someone's nickname.
Budge.
Plenty to catch up on, plenty to talk about still. It is the Power Hour, so we got to start off with something weird, right?
Sure we do.
Actually, I think there's science behind the Power Hour, Jamie.
Oh, really?
It's science. According to a new study, Jamie, your brain's attention span does not hold steady.
I can believe that.
Okay? It's constantly flickering, even within seconds. Even when it seems like you're focused, your brain is actually vulnerable to distractions. Around 7 times per second is your brain's distraction window time right now.
Distraction window.
Most of the time, your brain's able... That's a good one. See? Look. Distraction. Like we could... most of the time, your brain is able to tune them out, but any one of them could divert you. And you really can't prevent it. Even when you know a distraction is coming or where it will appear, human brains cannot fully override these vulnerability. I give up. Windows. Whatever. You want to try it for me?
Vulnerability windows?
There we go. That's the word I was looking for.
I think I'm terrible at this. Like
you're vulnerable to distraction. Okay.
I don't know that I'm I don't know if I would say I'm vulnerable to it, but like certain things really distract me. Okay. And I feel like other people are better at these things, but like people moving around, it doesn't bother me as much as just pure talking. If I can hear other people talking, I have a hard time tuning them out. So I have a hard time focusing if I'm hearing a bunch of talking. Does that make sense?
Absolutely. So you're talking about like when we're sitting here doing a show and then some really loud person that's a salesman shall remain nameless is talking right outside the window.
It is a perfect example.
It's very distracting. Okay, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Yeah.
Or if I'm sitting at my desk working and then I hear you and Clint in the next room, you know.
Don't blame me.
Arguing over the color purple.
It's lavender, Jamie.
Okay. It's distracting.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's fair.
But I don't feel like if I'm sitting and people are walking by me or whatever, that distracts me.
Fair enough. I have an observation from last night, and I'm curious. I'm asking the audience, anybody else that saw this, from last night's video for Texas Tech basketball. They released it's on the social media of Tech being selected to the NCAA tournament. Always you see people stand up. Sometimes there's teams that are just like, stay seated, clap. Like, okay. A lot of times the 1 seeds are just like ho-hum. Yeah, we're there. We're good.
Yeah, act like you've been there before.
Right, that sort of thing. But then there's others that are, hop up and super excited. Tech was kind of in between last night.
Yeah, you surely don't want to look like you don't care, like you don't appreciate it.
Right.
Like you don't respect it, right?
Right.
Yeah.
But I noticed something, and you can go back and watch this. It's very small, very small. in Texas Tech's video last night, I'm curious if anybody else saw this. Grant McCaslin has a very slight, what would you say, disappointed or just...
I don't know that I claim it disappointing.
Okay, how would you...
There's a hitch there where he's
There's
like...
a hitch before he celebrates.
Yeah. A little bit
he
of...
cocks his head just a bit. And like,
But that could be him being like, okay, there we are. You know?
It could be. But
so that's where they put us. Okay.
But he does a little... like you almost see it. Anyway,
or maybe
go watch
it's
the
a
video.
Shucks, I wanted to be in the one that fed into Houston.
That's what I actually think it is. Well, not necessarily. Maybe he was wanting a 4 seed. That could be it. It could be I wanted to be in Houston. I was hoping our first round games were in Oklahoma City. Those sorts of things. Whatever it is, it's not disappointed. And disappointed is too strong of a word. It's just one of those. I was hoping for this and didn't get this. That's how I read it. Could be totally off. But I'd love to see if other people noticed it last night when you saw Texas Tech's video. It's just a little, where something wasn't 100% what he wanted. Or maybe it's just holy cow, we're playing Akron, and that's a heck of a basketball team as a 12 seed, and they've got 29 wins this year. I don't know what it is, but my guess is it's you had 2 regions left that you're going through. And then the hope, I guess, was that you could end up in the Houston region in case you got through to the second weekend because you would have a ton of fans there. But Tech ends up in the Chicago region if you end up there. Just an observation. Don't know if anybody else noticed it, but you can tell us on the Yates Flooring Center challenge. Someone says, I saw that too. His very first reaction seemed negative. Again, yes, it's just a little tick, but then he starts getting up and cheering along with everybody else. I got Power Hour texts. Jamie, maybe you guys should put a little more insulation in between the walls in your offices. Just thinking outside the box.
That'd be good.
You'd think you'd have more soundproofing in a radio building.
I don't know how Hacks and Level do it in the USA. Because it's so loud in there, right? I mean, if I'm in the radio booth and somebody else is behind me talking, it drives me crazy while I'm trying to call a baseball game. It drives me nuts. Yeah.
Number 1 on Jamie's hate list, someone talking.
Yeah,
it's amazing since
there's a little bit of truth to that.
Does radio shows every day. He sits with people talking for 5 hours a day. It's the Morning Drive on Double T 97.3.
This has been the Morning Drive podcast, presented by Cantex Roofing and Construction. Check out our library of Double T 97.3 podcasts at doublet97.3.com.